Is sin serious, you may ask? Most of us have a general idea of what sin is these days. But to answer the question properly, I first want to tell you what sin really is. You see, most people regard sin as something really bad, like robbing a bank or killing somebody. God, however, has a much broader definition of sin. It is anything that goes against His perfect plan for your life and for this world. The first sin was Adam and Eve's disobedience to God's command. Every sin after is also disobedience to God's command. So when a child lies to their mother, or when someone is mean or hurtful to another, then it goes against God's command. This is why sin is serious. Every sin that we commit is outright disobedience to God. The Bible says in the book of Romans chapter 5 and verse 19, "For as by one man's disobedience many were made sinners, so by the obedience of one shall many be made righteous." Because of that original sin of disobedience, we were all given that nature of sin. But why, you may ask, does God hate sin so? God is perfect in every way and does not allow sin in His presence. Sin is corruption. Sin is why there is death in the world. Romans chapter 5 again, and verse 12 says, "Wherefore, as by one man sin entered into the world, and death by sin, and so death passed upon all men, for that all have sinned." Why is sin serious? Because it causes death and destruction. Because it separates us from God. We were originally created to have fellowship with God, but because of sin, that fellowship was broken. But God had a perfect plan to fix that as well. Because sin creates death, someone had to pay that price. But because all mankind have sinned, all of us deserve death. Jesus Christ paid that penalty for our sin. He became the substitution for us. Romans chapter 5 and verse number 8 says, "But God commendeth His love toward us, in that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us." God loved us so much that He gave His Son to die in our place. Look in the book of John, chapter number 3 and verse 16. It says, "For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in Him should not perish, but have everlasting life." Please understand that your sin is a very serious thing. It isn't just if you've stolen or killed or hurt someone. It is any time you go against God's perfect plan. It is even rejecting His Son, Jesus Christ, and what He did for you. John chapter number 12, verses 44 to 48 tell us, "Jesus cried and said, He that believeth on me, believeth not on me, but on Him that sent me. And he that seeth me, seeth Him that sent me. I am come a light into the world, that whosoever believeth on me should not abide in darkness. And if any man hear my words, and believe not, I judge him not. For I came not to judge the world, but to save the world. He that rejecteth me, and receiveth not my words, hath one that judgeth him. The word that I have spoken, the same shall judge him in the last day." Your sin will be judged one day by the words of Christ, and those words are the Bible. The Bible is God's plan for your life. Please do not reject His plan, for in doing so, you are rejecting real life. Please contact us here at Bible Baptist Church if you have any questions regarding this video, or if you have any questions about Jesus Christ and His Word.